her favorite hairstyles lately is to wear her hair in a half up with a top knot at the back. And so we're just going to be showing a few ideas to change that up a little bit. For the first variation, we're going to be doing a French braid here on top. So I'm going to start by parting out that center section. Before I start braiding, I'm going to add a clip to each side of that just to kind of help keep this hair out of the braid. And now I'm just going to go ahead and make a French braid with this section. I'm wanting this hair to have some volume, so now that I've braided that down an inch or two, I'm just going to go back and kind of pull the front of this out. To the crown of her head, I'm just going to continue braiding regularly down to the ends of her hair. And as I go, I'm going to be stretching this braid out on the sides. And I'm not worrying too much how this braid is looking. It doesn't matter if it's messy. I'm going to be rolling this up into the bun. Okay, now that I have that all stretched out, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap it into a bun. And I'm making it a pretty loose bun. You don't want to wind it super tight. I'm just going to go ahead and tuck those ends under and then bobby pin it all into place. And then when you're done, of course, you can just go ahead and remove these clips. So here is the finished top knot number 1. This next style, we're going to start with the same parted out center section, and then I'm going to make a part down the center of that, and we're going to do a braid on each side. Okay, I went ahead and tied off one side just to keep that hair out of my way for now, and I'm going to start braiding over here. I'm going to do Dutch braids. You can do French braids if you want. It really doesn't matter. Since I'm doing Dutch braids, I'm bringing the side sections in underneath that center strand. And again, I'm wanting these braids to have some volume, so I'm not braiding it down super tight. I'm leaving it kind of loose. You can go back and stretch it out even further if you like. So after I completed that Dutch braid, I just braided it normally about an inch or two, and then I'm going to go ahead and tie this off and do the other side. Okay, I went ahead and made that second braid, and now we're just going to combine these into one braid here in the center. To do that, I'm basically just taking a couple of strands from the braid on each side and kind of spreading them out, and then I'm just going to go ahead and make one 3-strand braid. And then same as before, I'm just going to go ahead and braid this down to the bottom, stretch out the edges, and wrap it up into a bun, the exact same way we did on the first style. Here's how this one ends up looking. This is one of our favorites. I think it's super cute. For this next hairstyle, I'm going to be making a couple of twists. I'm going to go ahead and just part that down the center. So I went ahead and tied off one side of that, and again, I'm just going to add a clip to keep this hair out of the way. So I'm going to start at the front of this section, and I'm just grabbing a small piece, and I'm going to start twisting this to the left, so towards the center of her head. And then I'm just gradually going to go along here and scoop up along the bottom of this part and add into that twist. Now that I'm to the end of that part line, I'm just going to continue to twist this section down so that it doesn't come unraveled. And then I'm just going to have my daughter hold this while I do the other side. It's the exact same thing over here, only I'm going to be twisting to the right instead of the left. So you always just want to twist in towards the center of her head. Now that I have those both twisted, I'm just going to combine them here in the center and add an elastic. And then at this point, you can really do any type of bun you want. You can do a braided bun like we did in the first two styles. I'm actually going to make a rope braid bun. So I'm going to split the hair in half, twist each of these halves in the same direction, and then I'm going to twist them together in the opposite direction. And again, I'm not wanting this super tight and perfect looking. I'm wanting it more messy. So I'm going to go back and just pull on these strands. And now I'm just going to go ahead and take that twist and wrap it up into a bun. All right, here's how this one ends up looking. Okay, for this one we're going to be making an elastic braid. So I'm starting out just with the regular rectangle shaped section, and then I'm going to be parting out pieces just straight across on that. This next section, I'm just going to part on each side of that little ponytail. And then instead of adding this ponytail into the section, I'm just going to bring this right over the top of that and rubber band it. And I'm just going to continue going back like that all the way to the crown. Alright, if you want more volume in this area, you can go back and just stretch out each of these pieces. I'm just going to leave ours as it is. And then for the last section, I'm just going to grab the ends of that. And this is what we're going to make the bun with. So I'm going to go ahead and tie that all together. I'm going to just take this ponytail and twist it all the way to the ends. And I'm twisting it pretty tight. And then I'm just going to take it and kind of fold it in half so that it twists up on itself like that. And then I'm just going to take this and wrap it into the bun. If you have shorter hair, I would just recommend twisting it regularly and tying it up. But if her hair's longer like this, it makes it easier if you fold it in half.